So the Metrograph Cinema opened 1 year ago in New York City, and the idea of it was to be able to show a wide variety of films with an emphasis on 35 millimeter projection, and also with the notion that there is no canon or no list of what makes great cinema, that it's a constantly changing and evolving history, and that something that was maybe once thought very important is no longer important, or something that was ignored is now very important, and that we are putting ourselves as programmers in the role of providing chances for the audience to see as much as they can. So we've been open 1 year. I think this year we've shown maybe 600 films. 500 of them are on 35 millimeter. The idea being that we're not showing films on 35 millimeter just because we have a romantic attachment to the medium, but because the films that we want to show are available that way. And that if someone is trying to program a cinema, they could do it and show 500 films a year for the rest of our lives, and never run out of films to show if we just show the films that already exist in 35 millimeter. We also show new films. And the new films, we do a few every month for long runs, and these are films that we're showing whether or not they have distribution in the United States. So the idea being that our audience, we feel, is interested in trying many, many new things, because our audience is young, and we don't have to wait to present films that have already been selected by somebody else, that we can find the films that we want and present them directly to the audience. And that's what we're doing. I became aware of the festival a few years ago, and for me, this is the type of festival I enjoy the most, where there are people who have opinions and who want to keep it very, very focused. I think that the selection of the films, from the ones I've seen before and then ones that I've heard about but have not seen yet, it seems like every single film is something I want to see. And to me, this is the way I choose to sort of experience cinema, to take 4 or 5 days and to look at someone who I think is very smart, like Sarah, and say, okay, these are the films that she thinks are important right now, and I want to know what she's thinking, and then she can show them to me over 5 days, instead of wandering through a maze of 200 films. I can't tell you how many times you go to another city and there's a big festival, and then you come home 9 days later and you haven't seen anything interesting, and you just feel like your life is slowly evaporating before your eyes. So this is the opposite here.